Are you able to hear it? Excellent. And here's your quiz master, Kevin Ryan.
Oh, my lapels are not big enough for that song.
There we go.
It definitely puts the square in three squares.
It totally
It's the
does.
first time we've used that, Susie.
Also
So it's the first time we've
ages
had
the
our
heck out
own
of us.
custom music bed for the Three Squares quiz, which I got some
We've-
comment at our board meeting last week, Kevin, from somebody who goes, I love your podcast, especially the quiz. So that's what I hear frequently. that
Sorry,
the-
Sherry.
the
We
quiz
just
is-
lost a younger demographic based on that song, but that's okay. They were like, "What is this? What is this? I never even heard this song." Yeah, they don't remember like staying home sick from school
Well,
and watching.
Jana
like,
wrote that.
The
Jana
Price
wrote
is
that and
Right.
recorded it for
No,
us.
it's
So
great.
it's
It's
a
awesome.
custom bed
Thank
just
her.
for us.
Oh, it is
So, yeah.
awesome. No, but it
Yeah.
definitely speaks to that 70s game show. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Quiz. Well, the theme this week is just because here in Colorado, spring is definitely sprung. And I mean, we've got like, flowers and leaves and all that kind of good stuff. So it's all about spring. So first question, and Sherry, please join along. Early spring beets are often described as having a deep, earthy, some would say even muddy flavor. Science has discovered that this isn't just your imagination. Beets actually contain compounds that trick your brain and taste buds. What is actually in the beets that's going on? Is it A, the deep red color of the beet is caused by a high concentration of iron oxide, the same chemical that gives rich dirt its distinct smell? It's also rust. B, spring soil is water saturated, and the young beet's vascular system pulls microscopic clay particles into the cell. That makes the dirt flavor you taste actually dirt, or at least clay. Or is it C? When ground temperatures fluctuate in the early spring, the beet converts complex starches into something called xylose. This is a specific wood sugar that carries the tannic, musty aroma of decaying bark and forest floor. Or is it D? Beets contain something called geasmin, the same chemical released by soil during a spring rain, which is why eating them mimics the smell of wet dirt after a storm.
Now remember, Sherry, one of these is true, and he made the other three
Oh
up
my gosh, I can't believe this.
Every month.
Yes.
Every month.
every month.
So which is it? Is it A, iron oxide, B, the actual
Water
pulling up of actual pieces of clay? Is it C, the xylose that smells like the forest floor, or is it D, geasmin, the smell of spring rain?
Go on A.
A, iron oxide.
I'm gonna go
Charlie or
C.
Sher-
I'm going
C.
C as well. I'm going xylose.
You are all incorrect. It's actually geasmin. It's the smell of spring rain. So humans are very sensitive. In fact, we are more sensitive, according to some rules, we are more sensitive to that smell of something called geasmin, sometimes called petrichor, if you've ever heard that term. That smell of
Nope.
you get when rain is coming. We are more sensitive than sharks are to blood and water. We are
No
very
way.
sensitive to it. But it is a chemical that is found in the soil, but it's also found in beets. That's what you
So are
taste.
sharks sensitive to jasmine?
No, blood.
Oh, blood. Okay.
It's just
All
that
right.
they need such a tiny amount in water
Right.
that
No,
you can smell it 100 miles away. We can smell it that far away.
How is it spelled? How's geasmin spelled?
Geasmin is spelled Geosmin. Geasmin. But petrichor is actually a really cool word because petrichor actually means blood of stone, blood of the stone. So Petra, stone, core, ichor is blood. So petrichor is the blood of a stone. So
How
really
about
cool word.
that? I didn't
All
know
right.
stones bled.
0 so far. Okay.
Yeah, 0.
In the 1920s, I'm just keeping score. In the 1920s, the mayor of New York City briefly issued a citywide ban on artichokes during the spring harvest. Why did he take this drastic action? Was it A, a moral panic? He believed that the vegetable artichoke acted as a dangerous aphrodisiac that led to a rise in immoral behavior during the city's crowded public spring festivals and parades. Was it B, toxic scare? A widespread fungal blight had made the outer leaves of the spring harvest mildly toxic, leading to short-term health emergency and a temporary seizure of all the stock of artichokes. Is it C, economic waste? With the tough economic times of the Depression, the mayor, who personally considered the artichoke a useless weed, argued that the city could not waste public funds on inspecting or regulating the non-essential produce. Or is it D, mafia? The local mob, led by the artichoke king, had seized total control of the supply chain and was using the massive seasonal profits to fund a network of illegal gambling houses. So moral panic, toxic, economic, or mafia?
Well, you know what I am going to say, Kevin.
I don't know.
If it has fungal in it, I'm going there.
Fungal, that's true. Fungal, okay?
Oh, so I was going to go moral.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna
moral
go moral.
panic.
I'm gonna go moral
After-
panic because it's just so bizarre.
Okay,
gonna go
you are
mob.
only correct. It is mob.
Oh,
It's the mob. In
jeez.
1935, Mayor LaGuardia banned the sale of artichokes because the Terra Nova crime family had a monopoly on the market, and they would buy the entire spring crop and then sell it back at a 300% markup.
No.
So it's like the
Yeah.
it's like the lime cartel.
Yes, right.
There's a
There
lime
you go.
cartel?
No, there was a lime cartel. I mean, there was, and there may still be. I don't know, but that was
Wasn't there a
blamed
milk
for.
cartel?
There was. Yeah, there was.
Yeah,
We don't talk about
so-
these things. They may still be active.
Oh.
I mean, nothing against it. Nothing against it.
You might find a Holstein head under your pillow.
Or an artichoke. I could find an artichoke in my bed. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there you
I'll
go.
take an artichoke over a
Question
Holstein head.
3. According to legend, during the spring fasting season of Lent, 17th century monks in Germany were not allowed to eat solid food. To survive, they brewed a special heavy beer called Doppelbock. How did they get the Pope to approve this strong alcohol during the religious fast? Did they A, they told the Pope the beer was actually a mix of botanicals and overly fermented communion wine, not fit for the sacrament, claiming it was both frugal and spiritual tonic rather than a recreational beverage? Was it B, they claimed one of their brethren had had a vision that the carbonation bubbles in the beer were the breath of angels, and therefore the liquid contained no actual substance, so it was okay?
Yeah.
It's C, they sent a barrel to the Pope, but it spoiled and turned sour during the trip, and the Pope tasted it and decided the drink was punishment, and he gave them his blessing just to go ahead and drink it? Or was it D, they paid a liquid tax for every gallon brewed, which was used to fund the construction of a new cathedral in Rome, essentially buying his silence?
Oh, D.
Yeah, I'm gonna go D as well. And anytime we get a chance to pay the Pope,
Susan?
we're gonna go for it.
Well, that's probably right. I'm going to go the craziest. It's Breath of Angels, and I'm going to talk to my mom's charitable organizations to see if they could make that into a medallion or something.
That would be really
to
cool. But you were
bless
all
us.
incorrect again.
Not again.
They sent a barrel to the Pope and it spoiled, and he was like, who would drink this? And then he was like, yeah, go ahead and drink it if you really
man.
want to.
Oh,
And they just continue to drink it. Yeah. So,
okay.
all right, next one. Most people think chocolate bunnies are hollow to save the company money. While that is part of it, there is a much bigger reason why a solid chocolate bunny would be a disaster for a big brand to sell. What is it? Is it A, solid chocolate bunnies are taxed at a higher rate as chocolate than hollow bunnies, which are taxed as non-chocolate confectionery, the same as if they were filled maybe with nougat? B, a solid bunny would take far too long to cool down in the factory, causing the chocolate to bloom or turn gray and grainy as the fat separated from the cocoa. Is it C, if the bunny were solid, there's a high likelihood that the ears would snap off during the vibration of shipping because the neck would be too heavy to support the dense weight of the head. Companies could add a lot more packaging, and some do, but that's really expensive, so most just sell hollow bunnies. Or is it D? Research actually shows that parents and kids actually prefer hollow bunnies for several reasons. The acoustic snap of the hollow bunny is significantly more satisfying, and overall, it's less messy to eat.
It's easier on your teeth.
Right. So is it A, the tax, B, cool down in the factory, C, the breaking of the ears and shipping, or D, people just actually end up liking it?
We
I'm going B.
gotta spread our bets here. What did you go?
Okay,
Susan?
I'm going B. Cool
You're
down.
going. Oh, I
Cool
was
down.
gonna
Yeah.
go with. I was gonna go with B. That sounds like a
Oh,
logical
sorry.
one. That's okay.
You can go with B too if you want.
But then we're all gonna be wrong again. All right, I'm gonna go B. Chocolate bloom.
And I'm going to go consumer preference. D.
Okay. B is correct. A solid bunny would take too long to cool down. Yeah. You actually would. It takes a long time, and it really takes some special work to kind of keep it from blooming in the factory. Okay. Last question. Before we had safe modern food coloring, people still wanted green beer for spring celebrations like St. Patrick's Day and Easter. They used to tint it for Easter. In the early 1900s, how did bartenders achieve the bright green color? Did they A, bartenders would squeeze the juice out of handfuls of fresh lawn grass and clover, mixing the bitter green chlorophyll directly into the pale ale? B, they use absinthe, a powerful and often illegal green liqueur, which gave the beer its color, but also caused some customers to suffer from hallucinations. Did they C, they allowed the beer to sit in unlined copper pots for several days until the metal oxidized and turned the liquid a distinct mossy green color? Or D, they added a drop of iron bluing, sometimes called laundry bluing, because it's a toxic chemical used in commercial laundries to make white clothes look brighter and more vibrant. So
Ooh.
grass, absinthe, copper pots, or bluing.
Wow.
I think it's either grass or copper pots.
I'm going copper pot because
I
I think
feel
it's
it.
going to take a lot to squeeze juice out of grass.
Yeah. Copper
Okay, if you
pot or
guys are going copper,
absinthe.
then I'm going to go grass. If nobody else is going grass,
Okay.
I'll go grass.
You're all incorrect. It's bluing.
Oh,
Laundry
man.
bluing. Yeah, and it's really not good for you, but they still did it, and it does turn it slightly green. So yeah, that was the thing. It was common. Bluing was very common to be used. My grandmother used to use bluing in our whites, so it was very common to
Yeah.
see, and people would
Really?
put it in, and it turns green. So I believe
It's a
who
tie.
won?
Susan and
It's a
I tied.
tie on one. On one.
No, I got
Congrats.
two.
I think you got one.
There you go.
So you can join us again next time on Three Squares with Quizmaster Kevin Ryan.
Oh, those were hard.